Hello everyone, welcome back to Sydney and Starlit, and if you're new here, welcome, enjoy the videos. So today me and Sydney are going to be reading a little golden book, DreamWorks, Puss in Boots. So let's begin. When I was a kitten, I met an egg-shaped boy named Humpty Alexander Dumpty. Humpty told me he dreamed of finding magic beans that would grow into a vine and rise into the clouds. That was where a giant lived in a castle with the golden goose who lays golden eggs. I told Humpty I wanted to be a part of his dream. From that day on, we were like brothers. One day, Humpty and I saw a bull charging toward an old woman crossing the street. I saved the woman, who turned out to be the Commandante's mother. For my bravery, I was given a hat, a sword, and a pair of boots. That moment had changed my life for the better. Shortly after, Humpty tricked me into helping him rob a bank. The police chased us all the way to the town bridge. Our carriage flew over the edge, and the money Humpty had stolen was lost forever. "Puss, save me!" Humpty pleaded when the police arrived, but Humpty had betrayed me, so I saved myself instead. Humpty was caught and sent to jail. That day, I lost everything, and I became an outlaw. Years later, I heard some men say that two thieves named Jack and Jill had found the magic beans of legend. If I could get my hands on the magic beans, I could repay the bank and leave my life of crime forever. I tracked Jack and Jill down at an old hotel. I could have easily stolen the magic beans and been on my way, but another cat crossed my path. We were discovered by the thieves, and I barely made it out alive. The mystery cat challenged me to a dance-off. We matched each other move for move until he tore off the mask, and he was a she. "Señorita, wait! Let me buy you some leash," I called, following her into a back room. Humpty was there. He was working with my dance foe, Master Thief Kitty Softpaws, to get the magic beans that would take him to the giant's castle and the golden eggs. Humpty needed my help. First, we had to steal the magic beans from Jack and Jill. Kitty and I snuck into their wagon. Humpty followed in his stagecoach so we could make our getaway. But Jack and Jill discovered us. Jack and Jill were hot on our trail when we came to a deadly drop. Kitty and I cried for Humpty to stop the stagecoach. I thought it was the end. "Giant's castle, here we come!" Humpty said as he pulled a lever and we flew over the edge. We found the perfect place and planted the magic beans. Kaboom! The ground shook and Kitty, Humpty, and I shot up into the air on a giant beanstalk. Soon we were playing in the clouds. "Somewhere down there," Humpty said, "are two little kids, and they're lying on a hill, staring at the clouds, dreaming about the future. That was me and you, Puss." As we got closer to the golden goose, we heard angry screams, but the giant was long gone from his castle. The screams were coming from the legendary Great Terror. We tried to take the golden eggs and run, but they were too heavy. Humpty's plan B was to take the golden goose. Then we'd have all the eggs we wanted. That night, everything felt right again. I could return home and repay my debt. I told Kitty she had my heart, and she said she liked me too. But the next morning, I realized Humpty had betrayed me again. Humpty told the police that I was to blame for the bank robbery. He offered the golden goose to the people of San Ricardo to repay the money he had stolen. The town thought he was the hero. In jail, I learned that Humpty had plotted his revenge when he was locked up years before. Soon, Kitty helped me escape. Then I discovered that the Great Terror was the Golden Goose's mother, and that the town was in danger. The first thing I did was find Humpty. "Get the baby over the bridge," I told Humpty. "I'll get the mother to follow." As we sped towards the bridge, the carriage slammed into the edge, and the bridge started to crumble. The Great Terror fell over the side and into the water below. Humpty and the Golden Goose dangled off the edge of the bridge, but they were too heavy. I could not save them both. "I have to get the baby goose back to her mother," Humpty told me. "It's the only way to save San Ricardo." Then he let go. I pulled the Golden Goose up and gave the baby to her mother. Then I found Humpty. His shell had shattered, and underneath, he was made entirely of gold. The Great Terror plucked Humpty from the ground and sailed off with him into the sky. "I'm finally going home!" Humpty cried, truly happy for the first time. As for me, I said goodbye to Humpty and to San Ricardo. I promised Kitty we would meet again soon. "Sooner than you think," she told me. That was when I noticed she had stolen my boots. So, began the chase again. But that is another story. That is the end. So that is it for today, everyone. Really hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Pick out your favorite page. Who's your favorite character?
Both.
Puss in Boots. Good choice. Bye-bye.
Jack.